When we think of Jesus, we think of someone who is holy, supremely holy. When we look at ourselves, we see imperfections. There are flaws in our character, disappointments, and things that need to be dealt with. There's usually a gap between what we are and what we'd like to be. Jesus came to earth to bridge that gap and to make it possible for us to live holy lives. The word holy finds its roots in the Greek New Testament word hagios or hagiosmos. It speaks of the separateness of God. It's a strong Old Testament concept. The almighty, everlasting, and all-seeing God was acknowledged as being far above his creation in every sense. He was uncontaminated, pure, separate, holy. When Jesus came to live on earth as God's Son, he brought God's holiness with him. He was God incarnate, fully human. He was bridging the gap just by being here. More than that, he showed by his own actions what a holy life looked like. He taught how it could be lived, and he promised the help we need to live it. Jesus didn't demonstrate his holiness by wearing a halo round his head, or by keeping a safe distance from people who might contaminate him with their ways or ideas. He demonstrated it by being tempted in every way, just as we are, yet being without sin. He remained undefiled, even though he was totally involved in the lives of those around him. There's a lesson for us there. His holiness showed itself by his purity of motive, by the evidence of grace and truth in all his dealings. He was humble among people, obedient to God the Father, and strong in faith and righteousness. His holiness also showed itself in selfless living, and by his compassion, and by forgiving those who crucified him without cause. As we look at Jesus in this study, let's remind ourselves that he not only tells us to refrain from doing wrong, but also that he calls us to live positively, making a real impact for good in his world. Holy living doesn't come by accident. We need to be intentional about it, to purposefully seek it. We need divine help. And it's there, in Jesus.